Uh-oh. He's gonna use that word a lot again, isn't he? You know what word I'm talking about. Come on, say it with me. Ready? And...
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior class, Drift. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here you have a nice picture of Drift looking all honorable. There you have his alt mode. There you have another picture of Drift. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot. 7 steps. You have your instructions right there on the back of the box. And again, if you have the app, scan the toy, unlock stuff in the game. Yay! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have Drift in his new mode, and very nice. He's orange, he's black, he could work at Home Depot. But I like the design. It's a very, very cool design. Very nice, sleek car. Very, very cool. Got some little detail here with the red. This actually ends up looking like his helmet in robot mode, which is kind of nice. A little bit of that metallic blue here for the headlights. You get some of like a gunmetal gray going on here too, which is very nice. Little bit of red down the sides. The wheels are a smoky transparent plastic, which looks really, really cool. He has the smallest spoiler ever. That is wow. But anyway, on the back there's no real paint detail. But again, I'm sure Repro Labels will do something about that because that's what they do. And on the underside, you can pretty much make out most of the robot. You see the back of his head right there. And, yeah, very cool. And he does roll quite nicely. And, yes, very cool. I really do dig the vehicle mode. Very nicely done. And the windshields are also done in that kind of, like, smoky, transparent plastic, which looks very, very cool. It gives them, like, a tinted window look. I dig it. I dig it very much. And for comparison, here he is with Bumblebee. You can see how he scales with Bumblebee. There you have that. Here he is with Steeljaw. You can see how they look together. Here he is with Strong Arm. There you have that. Here we have the one-step side swipe. Again, just a placeholder until the Warrior Class 1 comes out. So you have him with the one-step side swipe. Here you got him with Prime. Right there. You can see that, and here he is with Grimlock, and here he is with Grimlock. I'll just put them both in the shot. There he is with Grimlocks. Right there. So, there you have that. And just for the heck of it, here he is with Age of Extinction Drift. So, there you go. Just because. Just because. Woo! So, there you go. He does come with accessories. He comes with 2 swords, and they're just cast in black plastic. And you can see their different lengths right there. So you got your long sword, your short sword, or your medium sword. They're swords. There is storage in robot mode. There are tabs right here on either side, and they will tab into these slots right here in the handles. So you just take that one, plug it in there. Doesn't matter which side goes where, they're both the same size. And there you go, there you have your storage in vehicle mode, and it doesn't affect anything, he still rolls just fine. So there you have it. Neat car mode. I do like it. I really like the design. Quite cool. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's just unplug these swords. And first thing you're going to do is you're going to come right here. You're going to untab the arms. The arms actually tab into 2 places. You see it tabs in right in here, and it also tabs in right here under the arm. So untab that, and then you just bring it down a little bit on that hinge. Untab that. And then just bring it down on that hinge. It only comes down slightly. And then the elbow here is on a double hinge, so you just want to bring that down. So now your arm is fully extended. There you have that, and there you go. Now you want to take this whole roof assembly right here. You're going to untab it. You're going to bring it up on this double hinge right here. Bring it back. And you'll see that there, if you can't see it, there are tabs right there. That'll tab into the slots right there. Just bring it back. Tab it in. There you have that. Then you're going to come here. You're going to flip his feet down. Like that. Then you can split the legs. You want to rotate to the waist, 180, like that. Bring this up a tad. And you're going to take the front bumper here. Just take it, slip it onto his back. Take this panel right here, flip it down to reveal the face and his chest. And voila, there you have Drift in his robot mode. And he looks pretty cool. Again, simplistic transformation, but I feel as though it works, and he's pretty nice. Getting close here on the head sculpt. It's a nice head sculpt. Unfortunately, they didn't paint his little mustache there and his little goatee, which is weird because they did manage to outline his helmet with that black, but for some reason they didn't do it to his mustache and his little goatee there. I don't know why. I guess maybe if you had like if one of those fine tip Sharpies, you could probably pick that out in black, but still, nice head sculpt, pretty cool. And there you got the sticker that you can scan with the app, but pretty cool, nice design. It's got some big feet, some ninja feet. He has ninja feet. But yeah, so pretty nice design. And these little side skirt pieces are on hinges here. They're actually on kind of like a ratchets. They have kind of detents here, so you can move them out. I like to flare them out a little bit just to make it look a little more dynamic. But there you go. Now, articulation-wise, his head can only rotate. It doesn't rotate all the way. You only get that much rotation just due to how far the back of his head sticks out. So it just ends up hitting those points right there. So that's as much head rotation as you can get. And really, that's all you need. I mean, you know. How far can you really turn your head anyway? We're not owls, people, so really it's not a bad thing that he can't spin his head all the way around. But anyway, the shoulders are on a ball joint at the connection right here. So you do get some nice wiggly waggly room. You do have outward movements right here. Of course, you can do a full 360. You do have a swivel at the elbow. You do get an elbow joint there with 90 degrees of movement. His hands are on this kind of inward hinge right here for some reason, but they're there. He does have a waist swivel, more like an upper torso swivel. The hips are on a ball joint, so you do get good range of movement there. You do get a swivel right above the knee. You get about 90 degrees of movement, which is surprising considering the stuff that's on the back of his legs. And you're going to wiggle his little feet up and down. So there you have that. And of course he can hold his swords. Like that. And like that. His arms do seem a little too long though. I mean, you can see they're kind of... His arms are going way past his knees there. So yeah, the arms are a tad too long, but it is what it is. I mean, if it bothers you that much, you can always just take the arms, kind of collapse them back up like that, and, you know, that helps a little bit. So, you have options. Totally up to you. And there is storage for the swords in robot mode, which is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon. But he has two little slots right there. You can take them and slide them right through. So he can store his swords just like that. And he actually is articulated enough that you can get him in a sword drawing pose. See if I can do it. There you go. You can actually get him in a sword drawing pose, which is pretty cool. And he's actually pretty posable, all things considered. He doesn't have a ton of joints, but you can get him actually into a pretty good pose, all things considered. You know, it's usually just kind of a think of just kind of getting things balanced, but, you can actually get him in a pretty good pose, Look, he's about to cut some fools up. I mean, it works. It works. So, there you have that. Just get them all straightened out again here. You stand drift. You stand with honor! Did you really think I was going to go this whole review without saying that? Come on now, you should know me better than that. Now for comparison. Here he is with Bumblebee. Actually, let's see if we can just get everybody in a shot here. Let's see. Bring in Prime. Bring in Grimlock. Bring in Strong Arm. Side swipe. We'll just put him in right there since he's short because he's a one-step changer. So there you go. There you have all the Autobots that we have so far. So there you have it. He scales pretty well. Pretty much along the same height as everybody else, of course, except for the one-step changer because they're naturally smaller. Get these guys and ladies out of the way. Oops. You stay. He goes. What am I doing? Jeez. Here he is with Steeljaw. So you can see how they look together. And here he is with Age of Extinction Drift. Just because. There we go. I'm not getting my Generations Drift because he's all the way in the back of the shelf, and it's really a pain in the butt to get those figures from the back of the shelf, so I'm not getting the Generations Drift. But this Drift is pretty cool. Again, simplistic. He does what he needs to do. I feel he does it well. The only real nitpick I have is that his arms are definitely too long, but like I said, you can compress them back up, and it helps. Oh, a tad, but still pretty nice. I dig them. I dig them quite a bit. So good figure. He is full of honor, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. He is an honorable Drift, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. And if you are interested in owning a Drift of your very own, you can always check BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check them out if you would like to purchase one of your own. And I'm going to go on a bit of a rant right now, so if you want to just skip ahead to the gag, you might want to do that right now and just skip to the palm in the face, because I'm going to go on a bit of a rant now. Just to let you guys know. And yes, I know EmGo talks too much, blah, 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 whatever. I need to get this off my chest. But, I will say, I just watched the first 3 episodes of Robots in Disguise. They are online. If you haven't seen them yet, actually somebody linked them in the comment section of the Optimus Prime video, so you can go back and just click on those links so you can watch the first 3 episodes now if you haven't seen it yet. And you don't feel like waiting. But yeah, I will say this. I liked the show. I liked it. I thought it was good. I dig the animation style. I think the show is fun, which I like. The show's fun. It has good humor in it. It made me laugh. All the characters had good personalities, which I felt was something that was kind of lacking in Transformers Prime. Because in Transformers Prime, every character fit into one of 3 categories. There was either the super loyal, the badass, or the super loyal badass. And everybody kind of fit into one of those 3 categories. So there wasn't really that much in terms of personality on the show. I like that in RID. The characters definitely have personalities, and it was entertaining. I honestly, I really liked the show. It was fun, and I know that is something that's not going to appeal to everybody. And, keep in mind, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind or say that you're wrong and I'm right. No, if you don't like the show, you don't like the show. All I'm saying is, if you know me by now, you know that closed-minded people just drive me crazy to no end. But again, if you don't like the show, you don't like the show. But as you know, at least give it a chance. And I mean, granted, you know, for people who have watched it and said, "Yeah, I don't like it, I don't care for it," okay, that's fine. At least you gave it a chance. But you know, there's one person in particular that I was talking to who was, you know, who just said the weirdest thing. You know, this person said, "Oh, it just seems like Hasbro is more is." They feel that catering to the kids and making the kids happy is more important than catering to the fans. And my response is, well, yeah, duh. I mean, it's Transformers. We have to remember this, people. At the end of the day, Transformers is a kids franchise. When did I start watching Transformers? In the 80s, when I was a kid. I was 7 years old when Transformers came out, or 6 or 7. I'm trying to let me do the math here. Started in what, 84? I was born in 79. I was little. I was little when Transformers started. So, duh, yes, this show is meant to cater to kids, and as much as people don't acknowledge it, the franchise caters to all the demographics. The franchise caters to the younger audience, and they do cater to the older fans. They do. I mean, the Generations line definitely is geared towards the older fans. The Combiner Wars stuff, most definitely. It is, you know, while they're sticking to the simplified scheme, that stuff is still definitely catering to the older fans. Masterpiece is geared towards the older fans. I mean, look at everything the third-party companies are putting out. I mean, granted, that's not Hasbro, but still, the older fans, we are getting catered to. We're almost getting spoiled, really. But yet, when something like this comes out, we totally forget about everything else and say, oh, Hasbro is the devil, they don't care about us. I don't get that. I don't get it one bit. And you know, it bugs me so much. And yes, it's okay to make a show that's for children, because at the end of the day, like I said, this is a kids franchise. These are children's playthings, all of them. And yes, you want to make the kids happy, because guess what? If you make the kids happy, then hopefully they will become the adult Transformers fans that will give you all your money later. So yeah, you want to make the kids happy. And like I said, as much as people don't see it, you know, the franchise and Hasbro, they do cater to all the demographics. They try, but every now and then, guess what? They're going to make something that is for the kids. Because at the end of the day, you have to cast a wide net. You can't, you know, that's how business works. You can't just cater to one demographic. You have to cast a wide net. You have to bring in as much business as you can from every demographic. Boys, girls, young, old. You want to cast that wide net to bring in everybody. And yeah, duh, yes. Of course, they want to make the kids happy. They want to make the kids happy. They want to make us happy. Now, granted, that's not always going to happen, because one absolute in life is that you cannot please everybody. You can't and you won't, so don't try. You know? But I just feel like, you know, again, if you don't like the show, you don't like the show. I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was fun, and I see where they're going with this show. Definitely, Transformers Prime was definitely geared more towards the adult, more so the adult fans, because that show was like, it was dark, you know, it was gritty. I mean, for the love of God, I mean, a character got killed off within the first 5 minutes of the first episode. That let you know right off the bat that this was going to be not a kid's show. So I guess they figured after Prime, maybe lighten it up a little bit and make it a bit more fun. And, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. They obviously said, you know what, with this series, we're going to have fun with it, and I don't see a single thing wrong with that. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I am looking forward to watching more episodes of Robots in Disguise, because I did quite enjoy it. Like I said, I liked the characters. I liked the humor. It made me laugh. I honestly thought it was quite enjoyable. But again, if you didn't like it, fine. that's you, to each their own. I'm not going to tell anybody they're wrong, but I can see what they're going for. They're going for, let's do something that's just fun. And I dig it. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's kind of like when people complain about the way I do business here. Oh, you and your stupid jokes, your comedy. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm having fun, and nobody's going to tell me that having fun is wrong. And, I can see where they're going with this show, and that is they're going to have fun with it. And I don't see anything wrong with that because it is enjoyable. Again, if it's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. But I really do like the show, and I'm looking quite forward to it. So I am done ranting. That is it. Again, you are entitled to your opinion, and I am entitled to mine. That's just how I feel. My personal opinion. I speak only for myself, as always. So I need to take a deep breath. I'm tired now. But there you go. I'm done ranting. That's it. But as far as Drift goes, I like him. Little nitpicks, but all in all, still fun toy. I dig it. He's Drift. He has on, and I likes it. So that is it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's. Check out Lori Plan. Follow me to Twitter. Oh, follow me to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. That's what you're gonna do. Follow me on it, not to it. I'm not going to Twitter. Don't follow me to Twitter. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I really need to stop talking. Oh, man. I'm losing my mind. I've been lost my mind. But anyway, I've been working really hard on the 100,000 subscriber special. I think that's what it is. I think my mind is literally just slipping away into the deepest, darkest realms of insanity, and I don't think I have that much of a problem with it. But anyway, let me try that again. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Drift. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, palm in your face. Drift, did you find anything?
Yes, I found one of the escaped Decepticons, but he eluded capture.
Oh, that's okay, we'll find him.
No, it is not okay. I have failed in my duties. I have no... You listen to me. If you say I have no honor one more time, I will rip your face off, cut you in half, and then rip your face off again. Do we understand each other? What do we say?
I have honor?
All right.
Did I mention Prime is back?
What is his deal?